Welcome to the Tush Twins. Wave hello, Tush Twins.
Hi.
On malcolmpresents.com. Also, Many Shades of
Many
Green.
Shades of Green.
And I'm Malcolm Berman, of course. And we have our the two cheeks.
The two
What would you
cheeks.
be an
That's
individual
right.
cheek?
We always have to see who's the left or the right. We kind of,
We'll just call you cheek.
I think the way we roll is we're probably two left cheeks, right?
Probably.
Or we're the cheek in the middle, or
We're straight down the middle.
We're just straight down the middle. Between the cheeks. I don't know. I don't know. This it's getting worse each time I say it.
Anyway, start the show.
All right, I'll do the intro. I'll do the intro. So we have an intro. So move over. Lucy and Ethel, Laverne and Shirley, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hudson,
Schlemiel, Schlemazel,
Thelma and Louise, although I don't like the ending to that. Betty and Wilma, Cagney and Lacey, and there's so many more. Tina and Amy, and just it goes on. But nothing like the Tush. They're not the Tush twins because we're the
Laverne and Shirley.
I said Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I said Schlemiel, Schlemazel.
Schlemazel. That's right.
Right. That's. But anyway, so it's the tales. The Tush twins. We have tales of friendship from Brooklyn and beyond. Maxine Faith, moi, and Paula Rose, aka Rusty, aka the Redhead. We'll bring
aka Auntie Cuckoo.
Auntie Cuckoo. She's it. She believe me. How'd you get that name?
Your sister-in-law, my friend Abigail.
Abby, right? Because she thought you were kooky bots, right?
Yep.
Oh, and so the kids.
I think it was 8 years old. No, she called me as soon as the boys were born. She called me Auntie Cuckoo.
We were like 14. No, that was.
Yes, 14.
We were teenagers when they were born.
Yes.
But used to do wacky things. I think they were a little older, and the kids started calling you Cuckoo.
They all still do.
They do. Well, they're right. I can't even say no. Well, anyway, so much for the intro. We're going to bring you through our 60 plus years of friendship with some levity and drama and joy and love, platonic love, or any other kind of love, because we love each other. So from Brighton to Coney, New York City to the burbs, and out to the whole wide world. We have been through it all, really, and we'll take you through our journey. We know each other so long and so well. Our atomic particles have been joined at the Tush. Woo! So whatever cheek you pick, dance together, dancing cheek to cheek. Hey, did we ever do that? I don't know. Oh no, that's a whole thing.
Dancing cheek to cheek.
Dancing cheek. So anyway, so we're still in this COVID insanity, and I want to come and hug you, and I just can't do that right now. It's just
same here.
It's just I don't know. It's just I can't. My mom had an expression. Your brain.
Brain's floating on horse
pucky.
Horseshoe.
Horse
poopy.
Horse poop.
Horse poopy.
I just want to know one thing. I always had a question. When I watch TV and I watch Cowboys.
My favorite shows.
And the horses, and every time I see a horse on city streets or anything, they're always stopping to
poop.
Poop. How come?
Goes up, poop.
How come there's no poop on these roads? That
they clean it up. Well, like the police.
Never see anybody stepping in it.
If it's the police department, they have to get
someone. The Cowboys in the Old West.
Oh, the Cowboys, they never show that. That's
they
never show that.
No, they cut that scenes out.
Right, I can imagine that's why the cowboy boots are very high.
Yeah, well, they're made of good stuff, so they can go through the poop, and
they're all full of poop.
But they can be easily, cleaned off because they're strong.
Anyway, we're not talking about poop on this show. What are we talking about?
I don't know how we got there, but we somehow did. I don't know. So we were trying to think like what might be a fun topic to hit on, and I don't know why. I think I heard the song on the radio, Ringo's song, "You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine." And the lyric is like, "You come on like a dream. Peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. And I would think of the Sweet 16s we went to back in the day in Brooklyn, which is the late 60s, early 70s. And
Oh my God, we went to
two-
so many Sweet 16s.
crazy, right?
Yes.
Just crazy. I mean, there weren't really bat mitzvahs back then so much, except me.
You
I
had a
had
bat
one.
mitzvah.
Which was very unusual for that time, really. And I couldn't even have it on the pulpit. I had to have it on the stairs because it was an Orthodox temple. And the fact that my mom literally said, if you don't do this, I will take all my sisterhood and we will leave this temple.
And they would have.
And they would have gone away. That's the power of Ruthie. That the Orthodox synagogue let me have a quasi bat mitzvah with a party. And it's the first time I had a vodka and orange juice. What the vodka and orange juice? What is that? Which one is that?
Screwdriver.
A screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Yes. Dr.
Yeah,
Marvin's,
you got to drink and I got to wear makeup for the first time.
right. Well,
That was more important.
I wasn't supposed to be drinking. It was Marvin Stein, who's Dr. Marvin Stein. I think he's still doctoring. He might have, semi-retired. He gives me a screwdriver. Like, what are you thinking, dude? Well, Mama Ruthie didn't like that. Luckily, it was only one, so I only got.
Are you telling me you got screwed at your bar mitzvah?
I got my
That's
bat
it.
mitzvah. I never had vodka, and it tasted. I don't think he put in that much vodka because it tasted
It was
more
more orange
orange
juice because I had a sip of it. I
Yeah,
was
but
sharing
it
with
was
you.
like, yeah, of course I went to you.
You're a
Well,
hip
here. Sorry.
I'll take it.
But back to Sweet 16s. So there was like, a lot of people had them. Some of
I had one.
some of the cool kids, the purported hippie dippies who did the drugs and did that, they would say you're not cool if you have one, but they were their own little group because there were so many cliques in high school. Still are, a lot of cliques. So the ones who thought it wasn't cool didn't go, and like, who gives a flying leap? So you had a Sweet 16. We just figured that we had them, and you usually had a party.
But most of the Sweet 16s, Max, were in fancy halls and stuff, which today is really nothing compared to what Sweet 16s are today.
What
But back then I had mine. Mine was one of the first ones in March.
Right, yours
I
was
had mine
after-
at a Chinese restaurant.
I remember very well.
And had my family, had my friends. And what
Yeah.
was the gift of the year? What was the gift for that time of year? What was the it gift? Do you remember? Because I got tons of them.
I don't know what. I don't remember.
They were watch pins.
Oh, watch pins. God.
Do you remember those?
I remember the watch pins. I don't remember the Sweet 16 part of that.
I
don't-
got like 6 of them for my Sweet 16.
God, it's ridiculous.
What year was that?
1970. 1970. I was 16.
Yeah, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, 70.
We were
Wow.
sophomores in high school.
Yeah. So it kind of dates back purported because I was looking up like what is the Sweet 16, and it stems from traditions in medieval Europe. A girl
Mhm.
would be presented to a court in her early teens, a rite of passage that signaled that she was ready and available for marriage at 16. And then Sweet 16 is similar to the Quincenera, right?
Quincenera, which is
Malcolm, you've
15
been
years
to a bunch of
old.
those, right?
Yeah, 15, but that's almost like the ones I've been out to here with my relatives are like, the next step from the girl would be a wedding. They're so elaborate.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. But
And
they're
they have the
beautiful.
whole
Very much
family,
akin-
right?
Very much akin to the bar mitzvah type of thing with all the families
Mhm.
and friends and families of the friends.
Right. Well, the Sweet 16s mostly that we went to were girls, all the girls, right? There were
Yes,
no
there were
guys.
some boys. There were some
Very
guys.
rare. I don't remember really many that had boys. And then I went to at least minimally 6, if not more, at Hawaii Kai in New York City.
Hawaii Kai. Yes, we
Hawaii
did.
Kai in the city, which was like a tiki Hawaii Polynesian food, and they did a show. They did, the hula and the dances and
Then they had the bamboo sticks, you jump into
right,
the,
you
do
go
this
like
whole
with-
dance with it.
right,
Da, da.
right, and then they had, and all the different, tiki drinks with anything that had pineapple or coconut
Pineapple in
or
it.
something, and it was just, it looked like, one of these really kind of, I guess, tacky in a way, but it was very
They
popular.
were fun. But
you
after
know.
the sixth one, it was like.
Right, exactly. I couldn't take it anymore. And so, I remember one of our good friends, where did Randy have hers? Was it La Mer?
Randy had hers in
Was it called La Mer,
Brooklyn
or
on
was it-
Ocean Parkway, La Mer.
It was La
Right
Mer.
next, it was La Mer,
Next
right
to the
next door to
cemetery.
a graveyard.
I remember going after, like we'd go outside, and it was the graveyard, and we would like, okay, well, all right.
Do you know how much that property is worth now, right next to the graveyard?
Yeah.
My cousin still has a house there. She's there about 50 years because it's become an ultra-Orthodox area. So a lot of the ultra-Orthodox want to buy houses there because it's in walking distance to the temple, to the synagogue.
Right. There's
Well,
a
that's
lot
what
of-
most of the people,
There's
yeah.
a lot of Orthodox, there's a lot of yeshivas. It's probably from Middle Ocean Parkway up, not
It's
not
middle,
much
you
is
know, there was a white building next to there. That's where Bruce Morrow
Cousin
lived.
Brucey lived.
Lived there,
Yeah.
right next door to the other side of La Mer.
I remember, yeah. So I
There was a
remember
cemetery and the other side was that white building where Brucey used to live.
Is he still
the
around,
guys did
Brucey?
something with Brucey, and then they actually drove him home.
Yeah, I
one
remember.
night, And they
Is-
dropped
is-
him right there,
Is
because
Bruce
it was,
Morrow still around?
I believe, yes.
Yeah, he's still around. He's 80 something years old.
He still does a show.
Yeah, He's
did
basically
Sirius
retired.
Radio.
He's not really, I think he's doing 1 hour.
I think he's doing a
week.
show. He's doing something, but
He's
so
on Saturday. I don't even know if he's on Sirius anymore.
I don't. He was on Sirius, but I don't think he's there
I
anymore.
remember cousin Brucey.
Yeah, he
Do
was a
you?
nice guy.
Yes, I remember cousin Brucey pretty well, because
Yeah, I did too.
Tokens did stuff, the Palisades Park on the weekends. He would literally, at the end of the show, he would pick me up and put me on his shoulders.
Palisades
Sorry.
Amusement Park.
Out
Yeah.
Palisades Amusement Park. That's another spot. Now there's houses, apartment buildings there or something.
Just a
Bruce
brief-
Morrow is 86 years old.
86.
Good for
Mhm.
him. Yep. Is he still doing anything?
I'm looking.
You know,
I'm checking him out.
American radio performer.
Yep.
Oh, he has the same birthday as Elon. The same date.
Huh?
What do you know? My son and cousin Brucey.
Oh, cool.
He went to NYU also. Oh my word. Who would have thunk it?
Who would have
Who would've
thought?
thunk it?
Things that you learn on this show, it's
I
amazing.
don't know.
Anyway, did you have any experiences with Sweet 16s with others or your own that you would like to relate to craziness?
I,
Or were you a good
it
girl?
was a bunch of stupid girls doing dumb stuff sometimes.
Yes.
Making that hat, you'd have to make this like
Make
hat,
a,
which is similar to
plate.
what they do at baby showers now, right?
yeah.
They make hats. They look like, what is the deal with the hats? My mom would wind up making the hats most of the time. And
Yes.
she would beat me there, whoever it was, Ruthie would be making the hats.
Now
then we
baby
had
showers, they
this-
send Chippendale dancers there.
Oh yeah, right, sure. That
Been
was
to a
later
Chippendale. Been to one of those.
Been to there more than once, I think. But
I've
not,
been
at
to
For me,
16
it was
not at
enough.
16. Not at 16. But
No.
but we used to make this, we would take a glass and put stuff in it. What the hell did we even put in there? And then we would seal it on top.
It was a memory. Yes.
A memory glass, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. You put the invitation, you put some stupid stuff, you put one of those little pin watches. I don't know. And with the
Then you got to bury it.
and then
Time
you
capsules.
put like,
Could I bury something else?
I mean, they would bring a candle, so you would let the wax drip to seal it.
To
Yeah.
cover it. Yeah.
Who knows? I
A couple of times I did smoke a little bit before.
did you?
Mhm.
Smart move on your part, not me. I I couldn't take anymore. My birthday was August, so it was late in the game. And I couldn't have a really in August because no one's around. So it had it in September and you look like a dope. So I said, I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. So my dad goes, well, what do you want? I said, well, a color TV would be nice because it would be the same price as you paying for a whole
Sweet
thing.
16, yeah.
Right, yeah. So they got me a color TV, but then I threw in something else. I said, I want to go to Israel when I graduate high school. And that took a little more, I really had to make a case for that. But
and parents said, boy, you're not even Jewish.
They did. They sent me. Well, I had a bat mitzvah, so I know I'm Jewish. So I went to Israel and I got a color TV. I think I had the better end of the deal.
But do you remember what Cheryl and I bought you for your birthday, for your 16th birthday? Because you didn't have a party. It was me, Randy,
I had
Melanie.
a birthday party, but
yes, we had at your house.
Right.
And because you said something to us a long time ago, and Cheryl and I said, aha. And then when we gave it to you, you went, what the hell?
They got me a unicycle. They got me a unicycle and I had to learn how to do it. Now, I think my 16th birthday also, part of it was Phil and Mitch had a boat, the Token of the Sea, and they took a few of us out so I can go water skiing and Garrison Bay.
Yes.
And so it was like a water skiing party. Then one time I had a party in the studio, one of their studios. I don't know what birthday that was. Maybe it was 15th. My Quincenera was in a studio. I don't know. A recording studio. So
we used to go to your brother's studios all the time.
Well, if they were doing something and they let us in, they didn't always let me in, but
where was the studio?
Oh, they had different studios, in the city, recording studios. Some were in like the RCA, in that vicinity. There were Electric Lady down in the village.
Do you remember we used to go to your brother's office and we would go to a recording booth in one of those game places?
Right. Oh God.
We made that horrible record.
I remember we made it terrible.
Kumbaya,
right. Oh Lord. Oh God. That was so bad. That was almost as bad as Rocky Raccoon. I thought I was doomed. That was like
too bad you guys don't have saved any of those things.
I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
Right now, I need to pay junk luggers to literally take out half my house and just get rid of it. That's what I need to have.
I still have my original Sweet 16 gift from my parents.
Oh, is that Moses?
What is it?
Moses.
Actually, my dad got me for my bar mitzvah.
And it says a Shema in the back.
My dad got me. Well, it's hard to see, but it's
Why?
It's a chai. My dad got me that.
Are you?
That was in for my bat mitzvah, and this is it's hard to tell, but it's a star. It's a specific designer from Israel that my son got when he was in Israel. So those are.
Now, if I was on regular TV, it's okay. Camera one, take a close up.
Yeah, well.
Take one.
Yeah, well, we're not there yet. I think that even in studios now, people just don't even want to go into anywhere. It's like everything is remote again. A lot of things are remote again.
Everything's remote.
Well, they had that whole. I don't know whether the Golden Globes, they weren't even broadcast.
They didn't even stream it. Nothing. No. It was zero. And I don't know if they're going to do anything. The Grammys are canceled indefinitely.
Well, I think that was also political. I don't know if it was also involved with.
There were a lot of things that people were,
so stupid.
The Golden Globes, diversity issues. And
that was, and they never resolved anything from last year.
No, they didn't do anything, and they didn't really, whatever they were told to kind of try to do, they didn't really do. So it was a non-issue this year. I think the SAG Awards came out this year. That probably has more gravitas for sure.
The SAG?
I don't know. The Screen Actors Guilds.
Yeah, no, that certainly has a lot because all the actors show up on that one.
Yeah, well, no, I think they did the nominations today. I don't know who won, but
and the Oscars, they're saying they have a host now.
Really?
But who? Yes,
it's about time. Well,
they're having a host.
Three of the late night folks have COVID. I mean, they're getting over it. Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, and James Corden all have COVID. And
You're
they're all, I
kidding.
mean, Jimmy's back and Seth is doing a remote, and Corden just canceled and put up reruns. So
I think everybody has COVID. It's
it's
amazing.
like people don't even know they have it, and you're walking around. It's like it's I don't know. I can't wait to look back at this in the rear view mirror and like it's done. It's just way too much. So what, back to the Sweet 16s.
Okay.
You know how important they were by the fact that there's so many songs that have Sweet 16 in their title, or Sweet 16, like I did, was, thinking about the Ringo's You're 16 and You're Beautiful.
You're 16.
But it was actually a remake, I think, right? It says anyway, Johnny Burnett did it. I think it's the same, but I'm not sure. Sam Cooke did She Was Only 16. Right. I don't know.
16 candles.
Right, 16 Candles was definitely a big one. Happy Birthday Sweet 16 was Neil Sedaka. He did that in the house one time.
Happy birthday, Sweet 16.
And then of course The Sound of Music. I am 16 going on 17.
Well, back in the olden days, I'm talking about even older than you guys, back in the I guess 17 and 1800s. When a woman was 16, she was capable of having children. She was capable of getting married. Of course, you only lived till the mid 30s or late 20s.
Yeah, well.
So with and when you were 16, you were a woman.
Yeah, well, that's why the origin of this said, yeah, the girl would be presented that she was ready for marriage and ready, signal that she can do that and take be ready for some guy to swoop her up and have that, babies. That's but I don't know.
No, thank you.
Now they have
Too young.
also they have the debutante balls, and they you get to debut, you get to go show off these high-end rich people, mostly doing
Or what they call cotillions,
debutante balls. And then that would kind of the International Debutante Ball was founded in 1954. Hey, that's a ways back.
Probably Burt Parks.
And it's held every 2 years in New York City. I don't even know if that's true anymore. And it's usually, it presents like Malcolm Presents. It presents young ladies, often from upper class families, to high society. And then that would lead to perhaps someone entering a beauty pageant like Miss America or Miss America. I don't know.
Hello.
Are you guys old enough to remember Miss America with Burt Parks?
Yes.
There
she's the one. He sang it, right?
Yes, he did.
The one who sang it. Burt Park. Yep. I remember. You can't. I mean, I think a lot of these things are out of, they're dated and should be just,
should be shot.
Sweet 16s were fun for the day, but today
I don't know many kids.
I don't know. I just to do it. Oh, they have big at my country club. They have Sweet 16s there that cost as much as weddings and bar mitzvahs. All the
so
oh my God.
Who's having it? I mean, what
people who remember
people from Manhattan, people come up here, they spend a fortune on Sweet 16s up here.
Really?
A not even cheap, a fortune, because it's not cheap.
Why?
Because that's a big thing, because they can afford to do it.
I don't know. I thought that they were kind of drifting out. I mean, I don't know if
no, for the upper crust, it's they do it.
I think you think they're
me. I was happy to have mine at a Chinese restaurant.
I was happy to have a color TV set.
My parents. Mine was cheap. I had chicken and pineapples. Remember?
Pineapples, yeah, right.
Chicken, yeah.
And whatever we couldn't eat, your dad, he'd put his foot up.
We called them garbage pail.
Yeah, he put his foot up, and we'd put our foot on it, and he'd open his mouth,
and he ate anything that was left over.
Do you guys have an album from your Sweet 16 that you still have?
You know
I never
what?
had
I had
one.
pictures. I had pictures somewhere. I have to look for them. I had pictures of Maxine from I should find those pictures from when we were kids at my birthday parties. You know, my mom made me a birthday party every single year since,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I
and
used to have birthday
what did my
parties.
mom make every time? What did my
she-
mother make for us? Spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. My favorite, but she didn't make it for this parties, was stuffed cabbage. Mom
Oh,
made
no,
great
that was for
stuffed
the
cabbage.
adults.
Yeah, that was,
The adults.
he made really good
The
stuffed
adults.
cabbage. Marsha
That and my mom used to
definitely-
make egg rolls, homemade
Yeah.
egg rolls,
Egg rolls?
which I do now too.
No, I haven't made an egg roll.
I make my mom's recipe. It's really good.
What do you use for the egg roll, for the actual dough? I mean, for the,
I have, I make,
do they come
egg
like, can you
roll.
buy them in the store?
You can
like
buy
kind
the
of-
wrappers. You can buy the
Wrappers.
wrappers. Yes,
Right.
you can buy, I buy the wrappers.
Right.
I buy the
Wrap. You bought a wrap. I ain't even
You're a
gonna go
rapper.
there.
I'm a rapper, man. A rapper.
I'm not.
I make different ones. I make
Veggies?
chicken ones. I
Make
make
veggie ones?
veggie ones. Oh, the veggie ones are good. I love my cabbage and my
Cabbage.
bok
Yeah, I
choy
gotta get some cabbage. That's my next.
and
thing.
tofu. I make that. I make it with shrimp.
Not.
That's
Nice
not,
shrimp.
it's not kosher.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shrimp.
I'll never live that down. Thank you, Ronnie. Goodness, shrimp boat. It just follows me everywhere. But what do you do?
Shrimp
That's
boats
okay.
are coming. There's music tonight. Where does
I
that
know.
come from?
One of the musicals, I think, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
South Pacific. I don't know.
No.
Shrimp boats are coming. They're
There's
coming.
music.
One of the main musicals. Yeah, I know. That's me, shrimp boat.
Shrimp
So,
boat.
Can't go wrong with your brother just constantly.
Yeah,
calling you on it.
where you were talking about before, I don't know whether the late sweet 16s or you just out of that, knowing people who have daughters or granddaughters that are 16,
Yeah,
and you're just out of that market.
Because
I
right
don't
now,
know.
quinceañeras are very big time, especially in the Spanish sections of New
Oh,
York.
quinceañeras, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the hot.
I don't know about up here if the kids have sweet 16s. I don't
They
really-
probably do, you just don't know it.
I
Right.
just don't know it. But
you're out of it.
hear
I'm sorry.
things. I don't know. It's again, I don't know.
I know
don't
in
know if
Latino
it's-
community, they're still big. The
Yeah, well,
quinceañeras.
yeah, that I hear about that, and that's a rite
At
of
least
passage.
once a month, there's a sweet 16 at the country club.
Wow, I'd be curious where
And and it's like
do they do
$100
a
a
theme or
person to
something?
two.
do they do a theme or
They do all types of themes and everything. And the girls the dresses cost more than my whole wardrobe as a child.
But yeah, the dresses are ornate.
well I mean now sweet 16s. I mean I don't remember the girls really having them here when my son was in school too much. They were mostly still thinking about the prom that they were going to have. Prom is the big thing around here.
We didn't have a prom.
Well, prom is really a thing here. It's I mean, they start
The
planning
prom
the
is-
prom for 2 years ahead of time. So
Well, they have proms everywhere, but Brooklyn.
you know,
We didn't have prom in Brooklyn.
we didn't even have a reunion.
Senior. Well,
didn't have-
there's
we
no
didn't
one
have
I want to
anything.
see
What?
except the five of us. There's
Right.
no one I want to see except the five of us. So why do I need a reunion?
Well, we should just have our own.
Well, actually, I'm a member
the
of
city.
the Friends of Lincoln and Lincoln alumni. the
Oh.
High school that we went to, and they're constantly doing reunions. In fact, I
But
think
not
there's
us.
Not
there's
us.
a reunion, I forget what year, from 65 to 70 at
They
Cornelius.
wanted. Oh my
They
God!
will
They
try
wanted
to
to do a reunion at in Brooklyn for our year about 3 years ago, and everyone went, "I'm not schlepping to Brooklyn for a stupid reunion."
Yeah, well,
It's like
some
I
people-
don't. There's no one I really. There's a few people I would love to see, but truthfully, I
I-
really don't really give a
I at this point,
no.
Yeah, well, in for my year, Most of the reunions are in Florida because all the Brooklyn Jews from Brooklyn
Right.
have
Oh,
moved to
same thing
Florida.
with my husband's high school, and he went to Jamaica High, and his reunions all in Florida.
Yeah. Well, no,
But he had a prom. He
Did
didn't go
he?
to because he graduated at 16.
No, we had a prom, except I graduated in January.
Yeah, he
So by the
graduated
time-
in January, 16 years old. He graduated college at 19.
Wow. By the time the prom was, I was in my first year of college.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
So I said, oh, forget about that. I don't want to go to prom with high school kids.
right. Now you were above that.
I'm a
We didn't
college
even
friend.
have a senior trip.
We got some for the yearbook. They didn't quote me, but they asked me what do I have to say about senior activities? And I said, there are no words to describe senior activities, so I won't even try. I think they used the quote. I don't know if they misquoted. They used it and gave it to something because it was me. That was the quote. So when they asked about the reunions, I kept saying that. I said, nothing's going to happen with this. Nothing happened then. What's going to happen now?
But the problem is with reunions is you take a look at these people that
You don't
come
want to.
and you're
You
looking
just
and say,
don't want to.
do I look that old?
Right, exactly. I don't want
See,
to.
I would love to go to reunion and say, I look better than you
But
do.
yes.
Ha, 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 ha.
I know my girls.
Not that I'm vain.
Yeah, right. That song was written about you. Forget Warren Beatty, it was you. I maybe a group of us and some of the guys that I'm kind of back and forth with on Facebook, it would probably be like 15 people. And
We
that would
should
be
do
fine.
it.
That would be fine with me.
Yeah.
That's enough. I
Anyway,
don't
guys,
need to.
I hate to cut you off, but our time is up.
Oh, stop.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
oh. The next topic we should talk about is weddings.
Wedding.
Oh, that was fun. I'll tell you how we had Ty Maxine down to put makeup on her.
Fun at weddings, and was there any
Did you tie me
doubts?
to the chair?
Basically.
Uh-oh,
I
I gotta
behaved,
find
I
out
think.
that one. Anyway, guys, wave goodbye. Keep warm. I know.
I was cute. I'm sorry.
You were cute. You still are.
Oh, yeah.
Keep warm, everyone. We're supposed to
Stay
up here in the
warm.
East Coast. We're supposed to get 12 to 14 inches on Sunday night and another 8 inches on Monday.
That's
Woo! And
why.
I'm not talking about our husbands.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
on that
low
note, we better
blow.
leave. We're becoming a little too.
Uh-oh, little too risque
Let's see.
there. We didn't say any dirty words though.
I know.
No dirty words.
It's
My husband's 18 inches tall.
That's right.
Bye. And every inch counts.
Say hi to Tiny for me. It's like-
Bye.
or Biggie. All right. All right.
Shalom.
I better say Biggie or I'll get in trouble.
Bye.
All right. Good night, Gracie.
Shalom. Good night, Uncle.
Goodbye.